love my dad. No, I want Christian to love me as the way I love my dad. My name is Jose Aguilar. I'm 20 years old. And when I found out that Kaylee was pregnant, she called me early in the morning. I think it was Tuesday, it was school night. And she called me, she was crying, she was telling me that she was pregnant and she didn't know what to do. She kept on talking and telling me that it was real, that she was pregnant. That's when I was like, oh, okay. Well, I need to step my game up and do what a dad's supposed to do. Well, at HoH, they had some guidelines I had to follow. I had to be a good guy, not be addicted to anything. Okay, I need to start working more hours or do something so I can support my child and Kaylee.
He basically showed me that, like, no matter what situation we were in, no matter how far apart we were, that, he would always be there for me, whether he was living, a couple hundred miles away or he was right there with me. He showed me he showed me that he loved me through, like, his actions, his words, the stuff, he did for us, and the gifts he bought me and Christian. It kind of shows that that's how God, he shows us his unconditional love, kind of in the same ways, but through other people.
Talk some about the relationship with the Lord and how it grew while you were here.
Well, I didn't really have a super good relationship when I came to HoH because I kind of, God was like one of the last things on my mind, I guess. And then whenever I got here, I kind of focused on it more and tried to get closer to him. And I would kind of do the same thing that Jose did. Like, I started talking to him more and opening my mind and my heart more so I can, be closer to him. And I just, after I did that, after a few weeks of being here, and I felt more at peace, and I felt, just a sense of hope.
Well, whenever she was here at HoH, she would tell me about, how she really likes what they're teaching her, because they were teaching her about God. How she would tell me that she would want to get closer into spiritual things. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I mean, it looks like it's working for her. So there'd be nights where I would just lay in bed and just close my eyes and I would pray and I would be like, oh, okay. I would just talk to God and tell him what my day went through, and I would tell him if he could help me out with certain things in life. I love my dad. No, I want Christian to love me as the way I love my dad. I want to do everything my dad does for me, because my dad supports me through anything. He'll do anything for me. And I just want to get to that point where I want to show Christian that I love him and I'll do anything for him.